Yeah, I think we
recommendation.
need to like review some of these clips from some of these movies on one of our episodes because
Yeah.
the ridiculousness level of it, and you'll see what I mean. Like, I'll send you some, but like, it's literally like this lady walks in and she thinks there's like this guy having sex in his bed or in their bed, and she pulls back the covers and it's two dudes. Like,
What?
this is a different movie from the one where the dudes are kissing. Like, it's so messed up. Like, I don't know what they've got this hard on for, like, gay lovers on this, like, cheating on their wives and whatnot. But it's so messed up. Like, I'll send you these clips. You're gonna laugh your ass off, though.
Well, that's amazing. That's fucked up. It's amazing and fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Tell Me Right Podcast.
we're live. We're live, Jared. Episode 63. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Dude, this is like the first time we've ever done one of these in the day.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's a change of pace.
Right.
There was a bar back in WIU. Change of pace. It was a
Did the
great
pace
place.
really change?
Oh, yeah, it's not there anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
so I
wait, it
guess it
might.
is a change of pace.
Yeah. No, like I won this. You remember those table toppers? I think you can still get them, but like usually if you have like a party of like five or more and they all want to drink the same beer, you can just
Yeah.
get like a table topper, and then it's like, yeah, it's got like a little nozzle on it, but it's like this clear, tall glass that's like what 3 feet tall or something like that.
Yeah.
Holds like 100. Actually, I forget how many beers it holds. It's like I want to say it's like 20, 25 or something like that. So that's why you need like five people or more to get it. But
But
I
isn't it
wanted,
like,
what's that?
doesn't the beer get warm?
They put it's like an igloo thing, like ice pack.
Okay.
So it sits in there, and I don't think it floats. I think it sits towards the bottom. So then, yeah, everything you're drinking is cold.
Uh,
So yeah, I mean heat rises, so it's gonna be warmer on the top. So if some fuck just starts drinking it, tips it over, yeah, he's gonna get warm beer, and then it's gonna be fucking ice cold.
all
And
right.
he's gonna be like, I
All
should
right.
have used the fucking nozzle. So, but I won one of these. So there's like a Miller Lite was there at the change of pace, and I have no fucking idea what I did if I bought a raffle ticket or what, but I won. I was like, sweet. Got drunk that night too.
It's a
My tail
major
with a
award.
yeah for doing nothing. So.
What'd you
Fuck.
win? It's a major award. It's fragile.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. From Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Oh man, classic, classic. So, bro, I've been started smoking some ribs an hour ago. I'm trying a new thing here. I'm gonna do got Montreal seasoning on one slab, and then I got this Dano shit on the other. I'm fucking worried, but
Isn't that
it
Dano shit really popular?
it is. I've been seeing it on TikTok, and I bought it at Sam's Club. So the reason is because there is another rub I use that's like a lemon pepper, and I never thought you'd want to use a lemon pepper on ribs, but it gives it a good flavor. It's awesome. So I'm like, Dano's is kind of on that route. Let's try it. So it's like all peppered in it. It's really thick.
You said the Dano's rub is thick?
Oh, so it's like powdery.
Okay.
It's like sorry. So yeah, I don't know if you've ever like grinded weed in like a fucking coffee grinder, but if you just like hold that coffee grinder down, all your fucking weed turns to like keef powder.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good for business, right? But that's what Dano's is practically is. It's a bunch of seasonings, and garlics and thymes and I don't know what else the fuck's in there, but there's a lot of shit. And it's just yeah, it's really ground down and it's almost like keef. It's almost like keep from an
Gosh,
ounce of pot or something. Yeah, hash keep.
gosh.
Hash
Interesting.
keep. So,
Uh,
yeah, what do you got going on this weekend?
it's always busy. It's Super
Oh,
Bowl
yeah.
weekend, which I feel like I'm going to boycott that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So, um,
Hashtag tell it right boycott Super Bowl
yeah.
24.
But then I have a dance with my daughter, which I'm not looking forward to whatsoever.
We've
Like, it
talked
sounds
about these
bad when I say
before.
this.
We've talked about these before.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Essentially, it's I have to bring her there, and then she runs around with her friends, and I stand in a corner and, like, on occasion have to make awkward small talk with other fathers, which is
Like,
just, like, probably my worst fear
oh god.
because I just hate people.
Yeah. Like, you don't have like a person there that like you talk to because like you've done this for a few years now, right? Like this isn't, or was
Yeah,
last
I
year
mean,
the first year?
no, I've done it a few times now, but yeah,
Yeah,
there's like one person it's her neighbor's dad
yeah,
that I kind of talk to, but it's so awkward
yeah.
because like you don't want to be there, they don't want to be here, and like then you have nothing in common to talk about,
Yeah, like what do they
and
talk
then
about with you? Like what do they do? Do they
I don't
just like come
know.
up to you? Hey Jared, how's it going? Good to see you. Or is it just like, oh,
No,
whose daughter are you? Or who's your
yeah,
kid?
yeah, it's kind of that stuff, and then like the kids will like do crazy stuff, and you'll be like, "Oh, those kids," that kind of stupid shit.
Yeah, oh god. You're all sitting
Yeah,
there
like
like,
the cringe.
why did we do this? Oh, we're
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah, exactly. So it's 2 hours of that, and it's just miserable. But I
What do you
have to
guys
do
do
it
it?
for her.
What do you guys do afterwards? You go to like a Wendy's or like a Taco Bell and pig out or anything like that?
So maybe something like that. Get like a frosty or something.
Yeah, like a
You
milkshake
know.
or a frosty.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. But
That's good.
no, and then
It's
it's like they have the cafeteria with snacks, and the snacks are
garbage.
like red Kool-Aid and
So just
and like
cancer.
Oreos.
Just
Yeah.
straight up cancer. It's just the
Oh,
cancer
it's sugar
cafeteria.
free. Sugar free.
Welcome to the
Um,
cancer cafeteria where we have all the red dyes and Oreos you can eat.
yeah, and then they have like water, but the waters are always those tiny bottles. You know what I mean? Like the
Why?
half-size bottles. I don't
It's not
know
even
because I end up
cheaper.
just drink. No, it's not. That's what I don't get. Like you'd think that they're like, oh, these are cheaper, so we'll buy these. But no, it's just they're the same price.
Fucking
There's less water,
hand out a 32-ounce water bottle.
right?
Like those big tall smart waters. Then
Yeah,
one water per person. Oh, you drank the
yeah,
water. I'm sorry, you had 32 ounces. You're perfectly hydrated right now. Get
yeah.
fucked.
So then I'll end up drinking like 15 of these tiny ones, which is probably
Yeah.
producing more garbage,
Yeah.
because of the
Absolutely.
plastic and whatnot. And then I end up having to pee, and the bathrooms there are all for like kids that are, you know, like I think they do
Oh yeah,
first grade
it's like
through
Billy
fifth.
Madison.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta like pee, and like you're
You
peeing
got to
like
keep your
on the top of
balance.
the
You have to
yeah,
have
you're like
balance.
peeing on the top of the urinal. So
Wait.
it's
Wait.
just a miserable time the entire time.
Remember, so back when we were in the office at our
Yes.
place of employment and
Yeah.
somebody was peeing on the top of the toilet. I to
Yeah.
this day it's still the biggest mystery. We have suspects, but
I think I know who.
we'll talk
The
about it
man
offline.
whose car burned.
Right, yeah, that's my main sus. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a guy that his car is fucking caught up in flames. Jared was about to put it out, but he then realized he wanted to live.
Yeah. my life was worth more than his car.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think it was him that was doing it. And then, like, every once in a while, you'd find, like, a pube on the top of it. You're
Oh,
like,
how does it get there?
it has to be planted. Like, it's
Right.
either on your hand when you go to flush, which makes it even worse, meaning, like, what are you in there digging around and, like, grabbing handfuls and, like, flushing the
Yeah.
toilet? Not to mention, like, I don't understand how there's always, like, really, really long, disgusting pubes on the toilet itself. Like,
Right. I mean, hair
like,
falls out all the
I
time
get
in new
that.
ones. Yeah, but it's like, how does the jeans and the underwear not catch it all, but somehow it just fucking falls right on the toilet?
Not to
Or
mention, like, the length
yeah,
of some of these, you're like, dude, go, do a little
yeah.
trimming or something. Like, you have to have a
That
full blown, like, bush.
if we had that sponsor, this would be a great time to pitch that stupid Manscaped.
Manscaping.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Manscaped lawnmower or whatever they call it. They call it the mower
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
lawnmower.
Yeah.
Got to mow your
Or you do
lawn.
something. Like, have a little self respect at some point. But, like,
Yeah.
Jesus. Like, I don't know.
But let's
No,
rewind.
anyways.
So yeah, back to the toilets. The Billy Madison toilets there. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's another challenge you have
Yeah.
is
So it's,
peeing.
yes, I have a challenge peeing.
and then then you got the 15 water. So like your main thing is you gotta like pace yourself with the waters, so you're not having to
Yeah.
use that urinal. It's crazy,
Exactly.
man. Wow. Okay. So
So the night is already like you have to have a strategy
oh yeah.
of what's going on. And
I
then
wonder.
to top it off, what makes it a million times worse is they always have this like photo booth thing.
Yeah.
So like you have to wait in line and you do like a photo booth shoot and then they print out pictures and give them to you.
Is that another place where your daughter runs away and you have to stand there by
Stand in
yourself
line. Yes.
until you're up, and then you're like, "Get over here! We gotta take the picture."
Yeah, like you're waiting there and there's people
Yeah.
behind you. Like, yeah. And then
This son of
then
a
you do
bitch.
it with you take a picture with her, and then she has to get with her friends, and then they wait in line to take a picture. Mind you, this whole dance is 2 hours, but it's like 2 hours of nonstop madness,
Yeah.
and me like trying to find a corner to hide in while she's off running around. It's horrible, and I
Yeah.
do it every year, and I despise every last bit of it, but.
It's
Like,
all about the frosty or the milkshake at the end. That's
yeah,
really
at the end of the day, that's what it is.
that's what it's for. It's to get that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm down.
I have to have that mentally in my head as the end goal is that I'm going to get this like some type of ice cream that'll probably give me acid reflux later because
Yeah, like
I'm just an old
yeah.
miserable man at this point.
Like a dad
My
walks
life.
up to you and you're like, "Shut the fuck up. I'm getting a
Yeah,
frosty afterwards.
you're right.
Leave me the fuck alone. I'm getting a fucking frosty after this. Son
Yeah,
of a bitch.
yeah.
You go back in that corner. This is mine."
I'm just gonna start pretending like I'm deaf and like be like,
What? What did you say?
yeah, I don't understand.
Then some fucker knows sign language and they're like,
Yeah, and then I'm
"Bullshit."
screwed.
Or you're
Yeah.
just illiterate. You're illiterate deaf. You can't communicate. But you have a daughter and you're here.
Yeah, talking with her.
But back to the
Ugh.
dance. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is like a theme that they do every year, right? Or is it that you
Oh,
just
yeah.
dress up formally?
No. So now they did that before. Like, it's not exactly a daddy-daughter dance anymore because
It's
it's a
what's
VIP
what
dance.
oh,
Call it.
because well, my daddy, I mean mommy now,
Yeah.
is coming
You
to
know.
the dance. He was my daddy,
Yeah.
but now she's my mom.
Yeah, they probably found that's probably more the case nowadays. All these illegitimate children, so that the moms have to come, which makes it even worse.
It's all the dads that ended up transforming. is what it is.
Yeah.
So now it can't be a daddy-daughter dance because, well, those daddies, well, felt that they were really mommies. And
Yeah.
that's what kind
Well,
of
like,
happened.
so, like, last year, when they first started, it was a daddy daughter dance. It was themed, and it was like Under the Sea or whatever. And then
Under
there was
the
another one.
sea,
Yeah.
under the sea.
Then there was another one. I forgot what that was themed. And then the last year was the VIP, and it was like Candyland themed, which it was weird. And then this year is 80s. It's an 80s glow party, they call it.
What? So are they handing out
Yeah,
glow sticks?
I hope so. I'm gonna be in
Oh
the corner
man,
raving, like I'm gonna be like glow sticks and shit and
you're gonna have your
spinning them
fucking,
around.
you're gonna have your headphones listening to Dead Mouse in the
Yeah,
fucking corner.
probably. That's what I should have
Dude,
done, is made a
or
dead mouse hat like
they should
helmet thing and
they
wore
should
that.
they should play fucking Sandstorm.
Right?
That is, I don't care if they're little kids. That's a great song. Everybody
Yeah,
should listen to Sandstorm.
yeah,
I never got into the rave situate or deal, back in the day, but man, do I love me some Sandstorm for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Which the other nice thing about this is I don't have to like dress up formal,
Yeah.
right? Like I'm wearing jeans and I'm wearing an MTV t-shirt and I have one of those shirts that's patterned kind of like an old cafeteria where it's got like triangles and squares
Yeah.
on it that are multicolored with like dots
Li-
and dashes
Like
and stuff.
in Saved by the Bell. What's the
Yeah,
place that they always went to?
exact. Yeah,
I forget what it's
exactly.
called. It's not the Ritz, but
I know what you're talking about. But yeah,
yeah.
that's pretty much like that's the style of shirt I have to go over it. So yeah. So I mean that's a plus. But otherwise, I'm not really too excited about this whole thing.
Yeah.
So
Hey, it's
just
good enough. It's for
that
the frosty.
frosty. Just do it for the frosty.
Well, I mean, you're doing it for your daughter first, but for both of you, the goal is to get the frosty at the end. Like
Yeah.
it should be her goal too. Like even though it's not as hard on her, but she's got to work for it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the worst things is like one of her like best friends' moms went last year, and she used to take her to like we used to go to what do you call it, gymnastics.
Oh
She would
yeah,
take her daughter there too, and I
yeah,
had no idea who the hell she was.
yeah,
She's like, "Oh, you're Avery's dad," and I'm like, "Yeah, who are you?"
yeah. Who the fuck
Like,
are you?
yeah. She's like, "Oh, I'm, whoever's mom used to take Avery to gymnastics, right?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, how do you know all this about me? Like, I have no clue who you are, right? But that was just awful.
Yeah,
And then she told me her name, and for some reason,
you
like if
forgot.
I had a superpower, it would be forgetting people's names as soon as they
Yeah,
tell it to me. Like really need to do those things where people are, like you repeat the name back
yeah.
or do something because I will instantly forget because the whole time that people are telling me their name, my brain is like racing to try to figure out what I'm going to say next to this person or how to be a normal. And
Hey,
the anxiety just takes over and I just forget everything.
hey, do something extraordinary and awesome so I remember who the hell you are in about five
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
Do something memorable so I could be like, that was blah 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 blah.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. So,
You got your night cut out for you, bro.
yeah.
That's why
Good
we're
times.
here at 1 o'clock, guys. Not, that's why we're in the afternoon. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, well, Jared, I found out Toby Keith died sometime this
Yeah.
week. That's pretty fucking sad.
Yeah, that's
I mean, he was no Carl Weathers, but
no.
he what do you call it? Should have been a cowboy. It's the best song he ever wrote. I always
Yeah.
hear it. I listened to it today, listened to it yesterday. I was just like, I should have been a cowboy for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just fucking go west and just rope and ride. Wear my 6-shooter, ride my pony on a cattle drive, stealing a young girl's heart.
See,
Anyways,
I didn't even know he had cancer.
yeah, he did
Did you see a
actually.
picture of him from like a couple of years ago? He looked
No,
horrible.
really.
Like every time I think of him, I think of the the music videos that you see. Didn't he do that Tonka
Yeah.
truck thing and stuff? And he was actually kind of a bigger dude, like not fat, but like
No, he was pretty built.
yeah. And then
So
you see a picture of him
yeah,
recently, and he just looks awful.
I see the NBC one. Yeah, just dramatic weight loss, very skinny.
It almost looks like his jaw was kind of messed up. You know what I mean? Like he's just kind of
Yeah.
slumped, like
Well,
saggy,
it's almost like, yeah, he needs a little bit of fat to give him a nice, good looking
rounded
face.
look. Yeah,
Yeah, but like right here, yeah, he looks like he's 80 years old, and he was only 62.
yeah.
So,
What kind of cancer did he have? Was it stomach
I
cancer?
thought he had quite a few. Yeah,
Oh,
stomach
like
cancer. No, it was
yeah,
stomach cancer.
yeah.
Fuck, man. Where do you get that
Sucks.
from? Just fucking drinking
I don't
whiskey.
know.
How did people like, dude? That's got to be weird. Like back in the old days, like they barely knew about cancer. They
Hmm.
knew they had a term for cancer. Like they've known about cancer. I don't know how long they've known about it, but pretty sure they knew about it in the revolutionary times. But or it's or maybe I have that wrong. But like obviously, like the only kind of cancer they could figure out was like when you started growing like a huge tumor on you or something that
Yeah.
could be seen with the eye. But like, how many people had like fucking leukemia and like, or it was maybe leukemia was something because of the Industrial Revolution. But like, just all these different cancers we hear about today, like how how fucking much that sucks. And they probably just drank it away or did something and then just fucking died.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, the life expectancies back in the day were a lot shorter than they are now. So pretty
This says
wild.
the first cases of documented cancer was in Egypt 5,000 years ago.
Fuck yeah, bro. So 3000 BC.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that Billy Carson guy I was telling you about last time. Yeah, I mean, that's what he's saying. Like, there's these civilizations that go back even farther. He tries to claim that like there was some kind of cataclysm where like a planet crashed into. So this is hard to explain. So basically, Earth is just a piece of an old planet that was in its place. So there was a
Okay.
much bigger planet similar to the ice wall theory, and a big fucking like another planet of some size came, crashed into it, and that's what was left over. There's this little piece that eventually formed into a round sphere again, and then there you go. You got Earth. Apparently, our moon. There was two moons.
Yeah.
One moon got taken out, and then the moon that we see today is what was left. That stayed behind. So, but that's where he's saying like we probably were much more advanced. Probably had it was just like when shit would happen that they couldn't control, like great floods, like in the Bible and all that. That's when
Hmm.
humanity would lose everything it worked for. So they were technological in other ways. We're just kind of more of a society that, I guess we use circuits and shit. Where like some of these advanced societies that could have existed here do like way more. Like they had like somehow the stones can be act as like circuits and wires and shit like that. If that
Yeah.
makes sense, I don't know. But back to Toby Keith. Sorry, that went on a crazy rant. Just because you brought up the 5,000 years ago that they knew about cancer, I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, he had some good songs like the courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
That, I do wonder if soldiers thought that was just kind of like, fuck him, whatever. But I mean, his music videos show like a bunch of soldiers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know if he was really liked by the soldier community, but that was a pretty badass song. I thought
I liked it.
Did you like? Uh, what's that one? I want to talk about me. That was a weird song,
Yeah,
but that's
that's
like
good.
it was kind of what like got me into Toby Keith because that was like
Yeah.
the popular song when that came out. I didn't feel it was that country, you know.
Yeah.
It was more of
I
like a pop.
I liked that I'm not as good as I once was. That
Yeah,
song. That's a good song.
I like the song with Willie Nelson. Beer for my horses, I think it is.
Yeah.
Fucking Willie Nelson, bro. When's that guy gonna
Who knows? The
die?
weed's
I'm
kind
like,
of keeping him alive.
yeah, no, I mean, just has a joint in his mouth all day. Probably just he probably like slams like gummies and RSO oils. He's probably into that shit.
Probably.
Did we talk about here on this podcast about how he like got pulled over like all the time and he'd
Yeah.
just be like, "Oh, I got like 6 ounces of weed in here, man."
Yeah.
He just
He was
tell the
just
cops that.
so. Yeah. He
So
was so like straightforward with it. Like
yeah,
never trying to get out of it.
hey man, I just got like 20 ounces of weed and we're heading down to San Antonio for a big concert, big festival. All right, Willie, give us the weed. We'll let you go. We'll leave you an ounce. Thank you, officer. Have a great day.
But he's got his own. So I mean, doesn't he
Yeah,
have his own line?
yeah. I mean, who knows if it's like something like he actually funded or if he's just kind of bought it. You know what I mean? Like he bought an existing already grow op and just put his name on it and they're just making the same product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if that shit's really like, like, so in Colorado, I think it's called Willie's Reserve or something. I don't know if they sell it they probably sell it in California too. I've never seen it in Illinois, but it's like Willie's Reserve. And yeah, it's supposed to be, the weed of Willie Nelson, I just think it's just a business thing. Buy a
Well,
fucking
I mean,
weed farm, put your name on it, not necessarily have to smoke that weed. You know what I mean? It's just,
yeah. I mean, I saw Snoop Dogg has wine.
yeah, he does. Uh, there's a restaurant or there's a wine bar here in Tinley Park called Sip, and
Mm-hmm.
we went there last summer, and yeah, he had they had a few of his wines in there. It was like the Snoop Dogg line.
Yeah, but I would try it just for the fact to see like what do they consider Snoop Dogg wine? You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, buying a winery, putting your name on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It's not
Yeah,
like he's making it. But.
right. But yeah, all he's doing is hiring professionals that have done it for like 20, 10 plus years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got money. Like when you have money, and if you have enough of it, you can literally create anything. You just got to get
Yeah.
the right people. You don't really have to do a thing except write the check and make sure no one's ripping you off. That's about it. As long as everyone else is doing their fucking job, you're gonna make money.
Yeah.
So, who else has a line? Mike Tyson too. He's got his own fucking weed thing. I thought as well.
Does he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's almost like it's like the accountants in the Hollywood or celebrity world. All of a sudden, something's like places are like in this case. America's been slowly legalizing weed medically and recreationally. So then all of
Yeah.
a sudden, the accountants are going to, the celebrities that they fucking, work for, and they're like, "Hey, listen, you want to put your money somewhere? Put it in this weed farm, and you're gonna make this much more, blah blah blah, and get yourself into other shit." I mean, look at Ryan Reynolds. He doesn't get into weed, but I mean, he started the tequila brand. That was another thing, right? A bunch of celebrities making fucking tequila. We're like, why the fuck
Yeah,
are they
that
all
was
making
weird.
tequila? Because it's easy or something, you know? You just
Ryan
fucking
Reynolds is into mint.
what? Yeah, the mobile company or whatever. But
Yeah,
like
that's used in like everything, like
that's
Mint
more of an
Mobile,
example
tequila.
of being an entrepreneur and just buying a business and then you know
Yeah,
doing
but he
something to
bought a
management.
soccer team.
Yeah, that I
Like
is a weird investment.
everything that he's done is a weird investment. It's because he's Canadian. It has to be.
But I mean, maybe it makes some money though. I mean, who was it? There was somebody that said he sold out as an actor, and we talk about it all the time. How he fucking just does all these B-roll movies, and like they get propped up with his name nowadays on them, but they're terrible. And like I think Adam Project was brought up again because it is the worst fucking movie in the world. Like that movie should be fucking burned. It should be burned out of the hard drives of all of Netflix. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, he is a sellout, dude. When it comes to acting, taking whatever role because of money. He just likes money. He's a hustler. But compare him to Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage does a bunch of fucking movies that nobody's ever heard of. You know what I mean? And we've established that we've talked about how Nicolas Cage he loves the art of movies. He's into the art aspect of it. He focuses on that, not making money. You know, he doesn't do these jobs for money necessarily. He just does it for his enjoyment.
Okay, hold on a second. I just looked this up for Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
His worth is about um
$250,000.
no $350 million,
What
but
about his wife?
that's his estimated net worth. Uh, he sold that gin company for $610 million.
Oh, it was gin. Okay, it wasn't
Yeah,
tequila.
aviation gin.
Yeah.
He with Mint Mobile, he's got like some $1.35 billion deal
Wow.
with T-Mobile going on. Um, he's an investor in an F1 racing team. He's got a bid out to buy the Ottawa Senators
So he's getting into
hockey
hockey.
team.
I thought I heard
Yeah.
something about hockey. I thought I heard he was going to team up with Taylor Swift on something. I could have
Who
that
knows?
wrong.
Then he's got the Wrexham AFC
The
that he
Wreckham.
owns.
Wreckham
He's
and
got
all that.
Maximum Effort as a co-founded production company and marketing agency that he started in 2018. He's got the Aviation Gin, which again
This all sounds like
he just sold.
conflict of interest shit. Like where a
Yeah.
normal company wouldn't probably allow this, but he comes in, oh, we're going to use my production marketing company to do all the marketing. You know? And
So
then
he's got He's an investor in Wealth Simple, an online Canadian wealth management service. Uh, they raised $750 million in 2021, giving their valuation $5 billion worth. And other celebrity investors are the rapper Drake and Michael J. Fox. He's an investor in a password company,
Michael, we need your signature.
and then he's an investor in Nuvi, which is a fine tech company, Montreal based, is a global payments technology company. So he's in all of this shit.
So stop fucking acting. Jesus Christ. Stop
It's so
making
weird though.
terrible
Like,
fucking movies.
we want to talk about terrible movies.
Well, we're
Something
getting
up my
there.
sleeve.
We're getting there, but before I just want to end Ryan Reynolds on this. I just want to say, stop making fucking movies. Just stop. Just do what you're doing. You're doing great. You're taking care of.
But
the
I want to
family.
see Deadpool.
After
3.
Deadpool. That's all he has. Okay, I'll take that back. I was about to say Van Wilder was the high point, but I forgot about Deadpool. But it's like he's so fucking mangled in it, I don't even know it's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I think this one there's gonna be a normal Ryan Reynolds Deadpool without the without the makeup or without the burns.
Yeah.
Because I think they're doing interdimensional shit. So we'll see if he pulls it off. Whatever. I like Deadpool. We like Deadpool here, everybody. But Adam Project, that pisses me off. I like now. I just look at it as like you just did the movie just to make some money. God's sakes, you hugged your dad twice. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah.
So yeah, terrible movies. So what do you got up your sleeve?
So, talking about terrible movies.
Yeah, tell us how there are worse movies than Ryan Reynolds movies.
Okay. So, here we go. So, if you ever use the free app Tubi,
absolutely,
it's on like any streaming, and they actually have like it's there's commercials and whatnot, but it's free, and they play like every once in a while they'll have like a good movie and they'll run it for whatever, whether it be like, they have the Terminator on there or whatever.
What it is it's like antenna TV for the internet age.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, it's like having the antenna and having the 5 free channels, but you get all kinds of movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet. So you'll get like a list, maybe like 5 movies in each different genre. There'll be a comedy, there'll be an action movie, and there'll be decent movies. They're not going to be the craziest things, but there's movies that you'd see in a theater at one point, maybe in the past 10 to 20 years. Yeah. They started, from what I understand, kind of making their own movies like Netflix, where they were like backing people.
Really?
And I'm not 100% sure on this, but there's movies on Tubi that are low budget. And when I say low budget, it's like the acting is horrible. Like, we're talking well beyond the Adam Project terrible type movies. Like there's this clip of one, this guy's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like there's there's 2 people are having like a confrontation, and one guy shoots him, right? Yeah. And the guy goes running off, right? The guy that shot the other guy goes running off, and in the background you see him trip and fall, and he like lays on the ground on his back. Yeah. And then he like stands up and like kind of shuffles off out of scene. And like it wasn't supposed to be like that in the movie, but nobody helped him. It's like somebody filmed with a camcorder.
Well, they didn't have any cuts in it, is what you're saying.
No, there was no cut.
Yeah.
It was like, so the dude, yeah, he like runs off, he trips, he falls. Like it's not obviously part of the movie, and like he lays there for a second, and then he like kind of slowly gets up because he probably actually kind of hurt himself,
Yeah.
and kind of shuffles off out of scene. Like that's just one part. There's other ones where for some reason they have this obsession with like black businessmen cheating on their wives in gay situations.
What?
Yeah, so there'll be like
What?
these like business guys in suits and this and that, and like the wife goes into the job to like give him his lunch or to meet him for lunch or something, and she opens the door and the guy's kissing another dude in his
Yeah.
office. But it's so horrible. Like the acting is so horrible. The the cinematography is terrible. But these are
Yeah.
like movies you can watch on Tubi. Um, Not to mention they run some like old terrible movies too. Like there's this one movie, it's called like um Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It's from like 1987.
That's probably a classic.
Oh my god. So it's like it's ridiculous. It's like
Yeah.
so bad you have to watch it type ridiculousness.
Like Galaxina.
Kind of like yeah, like Galaxina type terrible kind
Yeah.
of movie. Like but that one was actually for some reason people like that director for Galaxina and he
That's
gets
right.
a bunch of praise, but I swear to God, we watched that movie, and the whole time I'm like, why are we watching a porno in your garage? But it never
Dude.
turned into it. It was like
No,
so awkward.
it
It
was
almost made it
blurred.
worse.
Yeah, it was. No, what about the part where like everything like changed colors?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like red. Like the whole screen was like red the whole
It was like
time.
pink actually. Everybody yeah,
Yeah.
it was weird. Yeah, that for sure was a weird movie. But what's the other movie called?
It's called um, Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Hard to get to Hawaii.
No, Hard Ticket. Not
Hard
hard to get.
ticket? Oh, hard
Yes.
ticket.
Yes,
I thought you
hard
were saying
ticket. No, hard ticket. Ticket like you buy a
yeah, no,
ticket
right.
to Hawaii.
Oh man, this movie title or the poster is awesome. The
Is it
guy's
the guy
just
with the rocket launcher? No.
no. It's the guy's holding the Luger like this,
Yeah.
and then like the chicks are just like standing like that and stuff. And then there's another one. He's holding like he's holding some kind of rifle like this, and then the chicks both have like a fucking rock. Or no, the one chick has a fucking Uzi, and then the other chick has the rocket launcher.
Yeah. And it looks like a
Oh,
Tank
here,
Johnson cover.
yeah, and here we go. Here's the rocket launcher one. So it's like a 4-cylinder. It's like a four
Yeah.
tube fucking launcher. I didn't even know that
Yeah.
existed. Probably doesn't.
Yeah. No.
Oh my
The-
god. I'm on my phone, so I gotta pull this up somehow, but maybe you can just see it. There's a cobra coming out of the fucking toilet right there, dude. And that
yeah.
bitch has a gun.
Yeah, she has to kill. That's how they kill it with the rocket launcher.
You actually watched this movie?
I've seen parts of it because I
Okay.
had to see after I looked up looked up bad Tubi movies.
Wait, I gotta read what this movie's about. This makes no sense. So they're all fighting a fucking cobra?
I don't think that's like the main basis.
A man with a bazooka helps air firefighters Donna and Taryn against drug smugglers and a snake.
There you go.
What the man? Everybody was coked out in the 80s. Like, here's money, make a fucking movie. Here you go. Yeah, make it.
It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.
I thought you were saying hard to get, and I'm like, you're right. It is hard to get to Hawaii. It
I
costs a
mean, it
lot of
would have
money.
made
You got
sense
to
too.
fly there. You know.
That makes sense too. I mean, it is hard to get to Hawaii, so
Yeah. Well, Tubi sounds like they're they got some things going on there. They provide good movies, but then their own shit sounds like they need to
I think
steal
we
some
need to,
Netflix people. I don't know. Just
yeah, yeah. I think we
recommendation.
need to like review some of these clips from some of these movies on one of our episodes because
Yeah.
the ridiculousness level of it, and you'll see what I mean. Like, I'll send you some, but like, it's literally like this lady walks in and she thinks there's like this guy having sex in his bed or in their bed, and she pulls back the covers and it's two dudes. Like,
What?
this is a different movie from the one where the dudes are kissing. Like, it's so messed up. Like, I don't know what they've got this hard on for, like, gay lovers and this, like, cheating on their wives and whatnot, but it's so messed up. Like, I'll send you these clips. You're gonna laugh your ass off, though.
Well, that's amazing. That's fucked up. It's amazing and fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, we started this company called Tubi. So we need to make content. We'll bring content on, but we want to make our own content. So everybody, what do you got? Gay black people, straight
That's,
black business owners going gay. I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Well, I didn't say pornos. Well, okay. Well, we can just keep the porn out of it. Still keep the same
Yeah.
storyline. That's what they are. They're probably just porns that never made it, and so they're using the script, and then anywhere where they actually fuck is just
Well, I think part of it
family
too
appropriate.
is like they were making these during the strike, and this is like scabs doing movies. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? So I think that's what makes it even worse. But
it's they called the writers from Power Rangers. Hey, you guys are still working. We need your help.
the cinematography of Power Rangers is still better than this.
But they might have not have brought the cinematographers over. They could have
Yeah,
brought the writers over.
the
Though.
writing maybe,
Yeah,
but
I don't know. Yeah. So I was gonna talk about this Roger Rabbit script since we're talking about the movies right now,
mhm.
but I haven't read it all, so I think I'd rather read it all. But Jared, I did find another casting call
Did you?
for another movie. Yeah,
Oh man,
I'm gonna share the screen for this bad boy here. Okay. So if I thought I knew how to, yeah, there it is. Let's see here. Okay, so the movie that we're casting for now is Lowball.
no.
Seeking talent nationwide. Roles paying up to $150 to $1,000 a day.
Oh
That was better than two, right? Two wanted to pay
no,
what?
two is like 2,000 a week.
Right. Oh, I thought it was a month.
No, I think it was 2,000 a week or every 2 weeks or
Shit.
something. Yeah.
That's okay, so this is a low ball then.
Yeah, low ball is lowballing you.
Yeah. All right, so we got production company is Eden Productions. I think. Oh, this isn't the director or anything. It's just a guy named Stephen Gillian. Maybe he's related to the guy that did Breaking Bad. I forget what that
Maybe.
guy's name was. It was something Gillian. All right. Project description. Casting Lowball, a feature film. Synopsis is in the late 1980s, former soap star Josh Hamlin's obsession with landing a role in a cult filmmaker, Waters' next movie leads him to Baltimore's infamous Club Charles. But as he tries to impress Waters, he's oblivious to the chilling reality that two serial killers are lurking in his inner circle. Based on true events. So, guys, this is a true story slash fiction. because it's just based on true events. Josh's desperation for fame becomes a fight for survival as he navigates a dangerous world of twisted desires and deadly secrets. So from what I understand, this sounds like fucking Hollywood cult shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into the roles. Okay. Yeah. So. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we got Joan. She's the lead. She's a female. Just want to make that clear. She's between 18 and 30 years old. That's fucking wild. Okay. I hope that's like what they're looking for, but that character is gonna be like 20 something or maybe 30. I don't know.
No, I think that's when they say female
Yeah,
18 to 30 is the person they're looking for to
right. Because an
fill the
18-year-old
part.
could look older. Yeah, they could
Yeah.
fill that part. Right. Okay.
And a 30-year-old could look younger too.
They're looking for a black lady though, African descent, from what they said there. Then we got Marianne. She's another lead, also same age range. Oh wait, we didn't read who Joan was. My apologies, guys. Joan is a serious-minded, sexy, sweet, beautiful African-American college student from inner city Baltimore. Easygoing, affable. What does that say? Consensuous?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right there? Consensuous?
I think
Great.
so. I can't read it.
Oh, is it not in front of you?
No, it is. It's just really small.
Okay.
Yeah.
She is the first in her family to go to college and is determined to fit in and succeed in a competitive and very Caucasian, or in a very competitive Caucasian state college. All right. Then we got Marianne, strikingly hot and beautiful, popular blonde college student, kind, empathetic, intelligent, a little quirky, self-depreciating, humble. She is aware of how her race and beauty often leads to advantages that pass others by, and she wishes people would see who she really is inside. Well, you got to spread your legs. Uh, her
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
her her looks sometimes become an obstacle for her. She is giving, kind person who is attracted to inner beauty rather than physical appearance. Must have a good singing voice. So this is for a white lady, and you got to have a good singing voice.
Is this a musical?
I don't know. No, I just think this bitch sings. Maybe
Oh.
it is. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like Glee, but it's called Lowball. Ooh, Mike, a lead male. So we got, and it's in my age range. I'm 35. I could fucking do this. We'll see what it's all about. So Mike's tough but sensitive, intense and streetwise. Emulates a punk rock new wave vibe. He's the gifted frontman of the Baltimore underground punk band and bar doorman, and a bar doorman. He thrives when he surrounds himself with people in their in their 20s, and often convinces himself that they're contemporary. He can't admit he's growing old, but because he wants to believe he's still relevant as an up and coming punk rock, or shit, I can't read today. As an up and coming punk new wave rocker on the verge of finally hitting it big. He is well liked and admired. He always seems like the coolest and most understanding person in the room, but the insecurities and paranoia he secretly holds inside are quite delusional and sometimes leads to sudden uncontrollable acts of vicious brutality. Must be a powerful vocal talent. So,
All right, this is sounding more like a musical.
it's not a musical because it's this guy. Well, from what I'm understanding, this guy is in a band. So this bitch is
So
probably
at some point in the movie, they're going to be singing.
yeah. They'll probably probably fuck you know
Singing in the
girl.
rain.
Yeah. So we got Max, likable, fashionable dresser. He's funny. He loves to have a great time. He's usually the life of the party, especially because he usually provides the blow. Okay. He makes his living
All right.
driving a cab and selling drugs mostly to white college kids and partiers. He seemingly doesn't have a care in the world, but secretly he holds a great deal of resentment towards many of the privileged college kids and the party girls who only want him around when he has drugs. Next is a black male, 25 to 35, get you that role.
I might be able to pull that off.
I think you could. I think you could, for sure. Jenna, the day player, whatever that means. College party girl. She's totally into the new wave music scene. She's one of the head cool girls on campus. If she thinks you're cool, you're in. If she doesn't like you, you'll have to hang out with the unpopular students during your time as an underclassman.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jenna seems like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Then there's Tweaky, another female character. College party girl, cute, dizzy. She has a Suzanne Summers energy. She's a popular follower in the crowd. She never has an original idea of her own, but she can be very funny without realizing it. I don't know what that fucking means. Fuck, dude. There's Marlo, another college girl. I'm not gonna even read the college girls. You guys want to fucking be a college girl? You go fucking read this yourself. These are
druggies.
I want to read
Druggy one.
Drunk burnout college party boy. Let's
I can
sign
play
up
that.
for that. Yeah, let's sign up for that role.
You could be one and I'll be two. What's the two? A drunk burnout party.
Yeah, no, it's
college party boy. Here we go.
All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll just get drunk and just pass out and just have. That'll be our reel. We'll have our wives just record us while we're passed out drunk, and then we'll send it in with our headshots, and we'll also be drunk in our headshots too.
Yeah, you ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. You roll over and piss your pants, and your wife gets it on camera, and you send that in, and they're like, "Wow, these guys are good."
He looks like a drunk burnout.
He's really playing the role. And then we gotta show up. We gotta show up like we're like rich yuppie motherfuckers, and just like in like pink polos, and like, well, I don't have hair, but you do. But like, you gotta like part your hair over. And
part the hair.
Yeah,
that sounds awful. Like this movie sounds like
it's not gonna be made. I don't think.
Yeah, it sounds like it's not going to be made, and even if it is made, it's going to be on Tubi.
Right. This is a Tubi original movie right here in the making.
Yeah.
I bet it is.
That the African American drug dealer guy is going to have sex with another African American man somehow in the cab or something.
So here's what I'm like interested to see in the future, because we're definitely going to find more of these casting calls. But like, I hope like one of these days, one of these movies we talk about becomes like a real fucking movie. Yeah. Here's the other thing too. So it's called Lowball right now. It could be a work in progress. So they're giving it a name like that, right? Like two might not be two when it comes, if it actually is made and it comes.
It might be 3.
Yeah, no, or it'll be 2 spelled out. I don't know. No, it could be, or they could come up with something else. Maybe they take a line from a movie, because everybody loves when the movie title has a line in the movie.
Right.
Remember Family Guy? What was it? What's the movie Tom Hanks played where he had AIDS? It was Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
So they showed like a couple other examples, and then they're showing Philadelphia, and he's like, Philadelphia. But they're like cutting between different movies that stated their titles in the movie. Oh man.
Yeah. Maybe one of these. Where's this located? This Lowball. Does it say?
Oh, let me go back.
It says nationwide, but where is it like film?
Nationwide is on your side. Doesn't say. This could be anywhere. It's probably going to be like a New York or something.
Well, it might be in Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia.
Baltimore, yeah.
Baltimore. Didn't Baltimore burn down?
Part of it, I think.
Yeah, there's like a huge riot, and the mayor's like, "Fuck it, let them do it." And everybody like
Yeah.
backlashed on her, like, "Why?" She's like, "We're not going to stop them. We got all the people out of there that weren't fucking around. We just."
I like these similar calls: honey don't, spicy, and the scammer. We're gonna have to look at a couple of these at some time and
Yeah, how
maybe
about
see what part.
I think next week we'll do the scammer. And
You don't want to do spicy?
Well, let's decide right now. What are we gonna talk about? Spicy or the scammer? I don't want to look at it yet. I want to wait till next week. But let's do spicy. That seems spicy.
Yeah, let's do spicy. We'll read up on it and
then all of a sudden, like the
see how that plays
is
out.
just like all words that like describe land.
You know? watch it turn out to be a cook movie, like you said, like the one thing you talked about. It's all about like a Mexican food truck.
Like the Cheetos movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Where the guy invented Flamin' Hots. He was just like some. He was just a Mexican guy from L.A. or something, and grew up in the ghetto and worked his way up, and he wanted to work on the line, like, and repair the equipment. And some dude takes him under his wing, and then he figures out how to save everybody's job, and he takes the Cheetos home, and him and his family, like, fucking, they came up with the recipe that we eat now in the Flaming Hots. And yeah, he convinced everybody to. Well, he did something where, yeah, he bought them and he just brought them to stores, and I don't know. They started stocking stores and they weren't supposed to, but when they did it, oh, the sales went skyrocketing. And yeah, that dude saved a ton of people's jobs at the Pepsi Lay's Corporation, whatever it is. Yeah, but
that's going way above and beyond for a job that's probably not paying him well enough.
Well, he wanted to get paid well enough, and now he does. I think he's retired now. I think he just retired, actually. He's fucking richer than everybody.
He's the richest man in the world because he invented Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, he's the richest man in the world. Flaming Hot Cheetos. Get your Cheetos. Flaming Hot. But, all right, Jared. That's episode 63.
63 is the way to be.
63, the way to be. But thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us here. We greatly appreciate it. Catch us back for episode 64. And have yourself a great day.
Tell the right podcast.